This follows an outcry by the public on the legal stance of mandatory vaccinations at workplaces, sparked by some companies that have mandated their employees to get vaccinated or face being banned from their respective workplaces. Dowsub, while speaking at the COVID-19 briefing on Thursday, explained that the Labour Act has a provision that addresses health matters in the workplace, and employees who are unhappy about the conduct of employers should be guided by the law, noting that the implementation of mandatory vaccination at a workplace should be guided by Labour policies.
At the moment, vaccinations are considered to be voluntary. That's the first point. Secondly, what we've indicated, and actually this is the purview of the Ministry of Labour and Employment Creation, what members of staff at any institution where the vaccinations are made mandatory should do, Your Excellency, is to actually approach the ministry and inquire what steps should be taken.
Dowsub further explained that while the government's stance remains that vaccination is voluntary, there are competing interests between individuals to decide how they want to conduct themselves and interact in society, and the government's responsibility to protect public health, adding that though the Constitution of Democracy has limitation grounds, thus far the government has not forced anyone to get vaccinated.
Quite interesting, because I think the members of the public are also quite disingenuous about how they react to government's intention to protect the public good and to do something for Namibians. And when people want to travel, they actually comply with those requirements elsewhere, and particularly in other jurisdictions. And I think people really need to make a decision about how they want to interact in this particular society of ours.
She noted that although there has not been a blanket application for mandatory vaccination, citizens still have a choice, which is limited by the choice and rights of others, noting that the government hopes to have a court decision about such competing interests.